Well, I got a few more for you. I saved one of my favorites for last. This is I wrote this song probably a couple months ago, and it's quickly become my favorite song that I've written. So I'm about 101% sure that it'll be on the next album that hopefully will come out next year. A buddy of mine who's also from West Virginia, who moved to Nashville, we were sitting in my living room trying to think of song ideas, and we thought, because right now, since I'm not, Mr. Luke Bryan or anybody, I would like to have a song that I wrote be on somebody like that's album. So we said, well, let's write a song that maybe Luke Bryan would want to cut. And we were looking at his bio, and it said that he met his wife in a bar. I said, well, that's kind of a cool concept. We just say, hey, we met in a bar. So is anybody here couples who met in a bar? Anybody? Well, then this song doesn't go out to anybody. This song is just my favorite, and I'm going to play it for me. And if anybody's lying to me and not holding their hand up, this is for you. This is called We Met in a Bar. Oh, 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 oh. As soon as we got through the handouts to meet yous and embarrassing pictures from my younger days, Mama said, sit down, my house is your house. I've heard so much about you, I'm glad that you came. She said, a coffee by the Bible on the table there. I said, so how'd y'all meet? I took a look at you and smiled and we both laughed. I said, well, Mama, you see, we met in a bar. Took a walk through the front door. There she was on the dance floor, shaking with a Sunday best dress on, best dress on. I tell you, Mama, now she makes me a better man. I repent every time I see her dance, and I promise she's a good girl with a good heart. We met in a bar. Oh, 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 oh. I know what you think now, she could be a wild child. Your mama, that look on your face says enough. It wasn't the best way, but I know it's the real thing. And Daddy just said she reminds him of you back when you were young, full of life, and rolling with the billion stars in your eyes. And shouldn't it be more about where you finish off, less about where you start? We met in a bar, took a walk through the front door. There she was on the dance floor, shaking with a Sunday best dress on, best dress on. I tell you, Mama, now she makes me a better man. I repent every time I see her dance, and I promise she's a good girl with a good heart. We met in a bar. Oh, 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 oh. We met in a bar. Took a walk through the front door. There she was on the dance floor, shaking with a Sunday best dress on, best dress on. I tell you, Mama, now she makes me a better man. I repent every time I see her dance, and I promise she's a good girl with a good heart. We met in a bar. Oh, 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 oh. We met in a bar. Oh, oh, oh. We met in a bar. Oh, 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 oh. We met in a bar. Thank y'all.